Hey traders, welcome back to a brand new video on the bagendajunior trading. So today I'm going to be teaching you demand and supply in just 10 minutes. So if you're new on here, make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell and so that you don't miss out on our weekly videos, guys. So let's get started. So in this episode, guys, I'm going to be teaching you how we can draw supply and demand zones, how we can find supply and demand zones, and how we can enter to take trades using demand and supply zones. So first of all, what is demand and supply, guys? So I'll keep this short. Demand and supply is just aggressive buyers or aggressive sellers, and mostly in most cases demand and supply rotates around smart money. By smart money we mean banks, guys. So it's mostly banks that use supply and demand zones to trade in the market. So if we can discover these supply and demand zones in the market, guys, for us it will also be easy for us to take trades. And then, so guys, if you're a beginner trader or you're a trader who has been in the markets for some time and you know how to trade supply and demand, this is the video for you guys. So we are going to be looking at the Euro USD pair, and I'm going to be trading demand and supply this time around on the 15 minutes time frame, no, on the 5 minutes time frame. The reason why I'm doing this, because I've back tested and traded demand and supply on this small time frame for quite a long time. If I'm just looking for 20 pips, 30 pips in the market, demand and supply, I trade demand and supply on this small time frame, guys. And whenever I'm trading with this small time frame, let's say for my target is to make like let's say my target is to make like $500, $1,000. I'll go in with a big lot size and just make sure my stop loss is very tight, guys. So what you want to do first, guys, we are going to look for positions where price, we are going to be looking for positions where price has played around too much. So you can either decide to identify demand and supply by just your eyes, or you can even use an indicator. But first of all, I'm going to teach you how we can be able to just identify demand and supply with our eyes. That's what we call price action, guys. So as you can see, this is our market. So this is our very beautiful market. So I'm going to identify supply and demand. So our first supply and demand is just right here. So here, as you can see, so here we have supply, guys. We have supply here. We have a supply zone here, right here, because you see price rejected here, price rejected here once, and then try. So this zone becomes a supply zone. So meaning when price ever bounces back there, we shall see smart money driving the price back down, guys. So what you do when you find a spot like that, what you do, you just draw out the whole thing. So this is how you mark it. You come here, choose this rectangle like this, then we are going to mark out this candle right here. So this is our supply zone. So this is how I mark out my supply zones, guys. I just drag this to the future like this, just like this, guys. As you can see, this is how I mark it out. So as I've told you, this was my supply zone. Even though I'm to extend this to this side, as you can see, this is a strong supply zone. As you can see, when price came here, it bounced off, went back down. So meaning, if you were in the market at this time and then you knew you had marked out this zone, let's say just a few days back, you would just wait for price to come back here, the same zone here, and then you take your trade, guys. As you can see, so this, I would take my trade just right here, and put my stop loss just above, guys. So whatever strategy you are using, guys, just make sure always your stop loss is tight, because we don't want to over risk our accounts. We have to mostly minimize losses. So guys, this would be the first trade. So if you take trade, you would take trade. Actually, you can even see price bounced off here, price bounced off this zone here, and it even came back here. So you take a nice sell trade there. So guys, this is our first supply. Then let me show you also how demand looks like. So this is demand right here, guys. As you can see, this is demand right here. As you can see, this is demand right here. So what you want to do is just pull out a triangle like this, and then we're going to mark out this whole thing like this. As you can see, guys, this is a very nice demand zone. As you can see, price We had price, playing around into this area, making this a demand zone right here, you see. So for you, when you see a big impulsive move to the upper side, just like here, you don't just jump into the market, wait for price to bounce back to the demand zone, and then you get in. So as you can see, price came back to this same zone here, and then someone will take a nice trade here, guys. So guys, demand and supply it's one of like the best concepts traders use. You don't need to like really know a lot, guys. Not knowing a lot, but you don't need to like complicate stuff for yourself, you see. So as you can see, this was a very good zone, guys. You would even mark out something like this, you see. You would even mark it out up down here, see. You would mark out this zone here, you see. Then price bounced off here, it went back up, guys. This is demand and supply. This is different from the one I've been teaching you guys. This is mostly on the smaller time frame, but when I'm trading on the bigger time frames, guys, I'm going to leave the link to the video for demand and supply when I'm trading it on the bigger time frames. But again, this would be our good zone to take demand and supply. I mean, to take our demand, take some buy trades, because remember, demand is aggressive buyers, and as you can see, demand is aggressive buyers. You can see these are all aggressive, smart money. Those are the ones dragging the market, the liquidity up. Then when you come to this side, I'll show you one more example. Then I'll show you the indicator that you can use. I'll show them the indicator that you can use. Again, guys, we have another supply zone right here. We have another supply zone right here. Right here. As you can see. Supply zone, guys. As you can see right here. So remember, supply is aggressive sellers. Price rejected here, as you can see. So this is another zone right here, supply zone. You can see price bounced off here, 1, 2. So when price comes back to this zone, what do you expect? Aggressive sellers. Price drops down. Even here, you see, guys, aggressive sellers. So price drops down, comes back to the same zone. So guys, this is a good trade to take for if your target is to make 20 pips, guys, only. So whenever you take any trade, guys, make sure your stop loss is very tight. Just make sure your stop loss is very tight, guys. So guys, that's demand and supply. Very easy to use. You only look even here, right here, you see supply, guys. You can see supply right here. You can see right there. I'll mark out the whole thing like this, as you can see, guys. So for this one, I've just marked out the wick at this level here. But again, price switches here, aggressive sellers come in. Price comes here, aggressive sellers come in. So with this, I'm taking these trades, but I'm making sure my stop loss is very tight, guys. So this is like the easiest demand and supply. So if you want to use the indicator to find demand and supply zone, guys, what you want to do is come to this zone up here. What you come to indicators, then search for this indicator here called demand and supply zone here. So I just tap on it, then what it does, it will show you all demand and supply zones on the market. As you can see, this green one is called, it represents demand zone. Then this other dark green one represents supply zone, as you can see. Let's go this side, I'll show you. You can see demand zone. It shows you all the demand zones. Even we have a demand zone right here, just right here. So you just mark this out like this. You see, price bounces off here, it goes back up. You see, guys, it shows you all the supply zones. As you see, I told you, this is a supply zone, this is a supply zone. You take, sells, supply zone, guys. So this is like a very good indicator if you don't want to stress looking for those. You can even see here, but price bounces off here, price bounces off here. So guys, this is a very easy strategy you can apply to your trading and then become a profitable trader, guys. So if you have enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to hit the notification bell. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to share with all your friends, guys. Share with all your friends. We're bringing in more and more content every single week, guys. This is a new month, guys. Let's make this month count. Let's make this new month count, guys. I want you guys to stay focused. Don't forget to manage your risk, guys. We always want to make sure that we cut losses. Let our losses be smaller than our profits. Let the profits be bigger, guys. The earlier you realize or understand that, the faster you learn forex trading, guys. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe again, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. See you.